The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, let's get this,
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got his targets, Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. To throw is Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Watson buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go. I think you got it, son.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Complete to Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Panther first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. down. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Walker has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shoot.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This is taken at the 18. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The final shot before the break. Watson flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 42 yards. On first down, Watson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 24's down, he's coming.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check 50, check 50.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Please. Shit. Shut up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Fellas, all day. What? Ready? Right. Let's get it.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. 3 ball.
Undercut.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a run with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd and 7. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain of 22. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
From the 50, it's Watson. And his pass, incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they've had no room to breathe. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Check, 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 check.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll